The Elder Scrolls Online just finished up offering their ESO Plus trial where you could try it out free for a week. And that got me thinking, how do you know if ESO Plus is right for you? And should you have it for a few months, all year, indefinitely? Well, in this video, I'm going to go over just that and help you decide if ESO Plus is worth it for you. Make sure you watch the entire video so you know all the benefits of ESO Plus and how it can benefit your playstyle. And as always, if you subscribe to my channel and like this video, it helps me keep making videos just like this. Hit that subscribe button and let's get started. I have seen a lot of people posting on Reddit asking and a lot of other YouTube videos on whether ESO Plus is worth it. And honestly, the answer is it depends. I know lots of people who subscribe yearly like myself, as well as people who don't have ESO Plus at all and participate in as much endgame content and daily play as I do. First things first, let's go over what ESO Plus actually gets you in the game so that you can know and understand exactly what you're getting with this subscription. So with ESO Plus, you get access to over 30 DLC game packs, zones, quests, dungeons, and more, including over 30 group dungeons, which also includes this year's 2025's Fallen Banners, and will also include the new dungeons coming out later this year for Feast of Shadows. So essentially, instead of buying every DLC, you can subscribe to ESO Plus and have access to all the previous DLCs in the game, although I do believe that Gold Road is not currently included. Now, it is a little bit tricky because we don't know how the new season's pass is going to work in terms of ESO Plus, whether they're going to offer this content in the following years to players who have ESO Plus like they have in the past, because previously, once a new DLC launched, you could usually access the previous year's DLC through ESO Plus. Now, with the seasons model, we're not entirely sure how that's going to work, but I'm hoping that we'll get access to Solstice and other seasons content, pass zones, and quests once the new pass content is announced per se. But in the meantime, if you haven't had access to many of the DLCs in the past, this is going to offer you a ton of new content to get into, so potentially worth it on that alone. Another huge bonus of having ESO Plus is that you get a craft bag providing unlimited storage for all your crafting materials. Now, this is one of the biggest pain points in ESO, I think, as a game, is that inventory is so limited and it's very precious. So having an unlimited craft bag where you can store all of your reagents, ingredients, crafting materials is really worth it, and one of the main reasons why I have ESO Plus. You also get double bank space for all characters on your account, which is really handy. Again, having that extra storage space that you can share across your characters makes it really easy to store gear for any characters, motifs, recipes, anything like that. So another really great benefit here. You also get a 10% increase to experience, gold, archival fortune acquisition, crafting inspiration, alliance points, Helvar stones, and trait research rates. This is again another really nice to have. It's just across the board whether there's an event or not. You get a 10% increase to all those items. So whether you're looking to make gold, become a crafter, or maybe just level up a little bit faster, that 10% bonus is really going to help you out. You also get double furnishing and collectible space in player housing. Now, if you're not into housing, this obviously doesn't matter to you as much, but for those of us who enjoy decorating and maybe have a guild hall, this is a really nice to have. I know I, for one, can fill up a house very quickly, especially some of those smaller houses, so having double space here is really helpful when you're trying to create a theme and finish out your house. Another really cool feature that I enjoy a lot is the ability to dye costumes. If you have ESO Plus, you can apply any dye that you have unlocked to a costume and not just your equipment. So as you can see on many of my costumes, I dye them to different colors to match my character styles, and I really like having that flexibility to change the costumes, make them feel new and exciting, even if I've had them for a while. And last but not least, you also get double transmute crystal storage. This is again really nice because having transmutes is always helpful. I know whenever new updates come out, the gear changes, you're crafting a bunch. So having 1,000 instead of 500 is really helpful. And again, in terms of storage, you don't have to have a character where you dump all of your transmute crystal geodes on them because you have this extra storage. I know I still have to do that, especially after the White Strakes Mayhem event. I have a ton of crystals, so I'm glad to have that extra 500 spots just to fill up during the event. On top of all of that, you can also get free crowns as an ESO Plus member. You'll receive 1,650 crowns for each month that your membership is spent in the store. So this is again another huge benefit. You can purchase things in the crown store. There's so many costumes, mounts, and helpful items that you can get. So this is really nice to have as well. You're also going to get the unique companions Tanloran and Zarethvar included in the ESO Plus membership. So once you have purchased the membership, you can go to the crown store and get these 2 companions for free. There are also exclusive ESO Plus deals in the crown store. So if you're looking to save some crowns there, this is another added perk. You can save even more crowns and have more to spend with the crown store. Now let's talk about costs. You can purchase ESO Plus in several different packs based on the amount of months you'd like to pay for. If you just want to pay for 1 month, it'll cost you $14.99 a month. You can purchase 3 months for $13.99 a month, 6 months for $12.99 a month, or 12 months for $11.67 a month. Obviously, if you buy more, you get more value for your month. So if you're considering ESO Plus, take a look at the options and decide what's best for you. Now that you know what you get and the cost of ESO Plus, how do you decide if it's worth it for you? Well, I would say for most new players, ESO Plus is probably not something you have to get right away. If you've just purchased the game, and whether you bought the base game or maybe you bought the Ultimate Edition and already have access to all of these DLCs, you can probably hold off on ESO Plus unless you know you're going to be playing this game for 6+ months. The reason I say this is because there's so much to explore even in the base game. You probably don't need access to those DLCs, and if you already have it, that's a huge benefit of ESO Plus that you're not going to be getting since you already purchased all the DLCs. Especially until you have some characters who are higher levels who can get into some of those harder DLC dungeons. There's so much to do in the base game. I would focus there, get your bearings, and then maybe come back to this and think about ESO Plus. I also have a video on how to manage your bag space, so if that's something that you're worried about as a new character, check out the video there. You can really maximize based on just keeping certain important ingredients and items, and my video will help you decide on what to keep and what you can sell or get rid of. Now, if you're more of an endgame player and you're looking to get some of these benefits, maybe you want to start crafting on all of your tunes, this is where ESO Plus can become more worth it. That craft bag and having the unlimited space is really helpful if you're someone who does crafting on multiple characters every day of the week. Now, if you're only crafting here or there, this probably isn't a good reason to get ESO Plus alone, but if you're a heavy crafter, ESO Plus is so worth it for all of the extra space you get, the crafting bag, as well as the 10% increase to crafting inspiration, so you can easily spin up new characters and have that bonus there to get them maxed out on crafting even faster. I also think this is definitely worth it for endgame players who are more into housing and more into costumes. I know, like I said earlier, I love changing my costumes up with all the dyes I've unlocked and personalizing costumes for each of my characters and their color scheme, as well as getting into housing and having that extra space to decorate your houses even further. You can really start doing some of those from scratch builds and completely transforming your housing spaces. So if that's something you've been interested in getting into, then ESO Plus could be worth it for you. I also really like having access to extra crowns with the membership. I feel like that's an added bonus and adds some more value to the money that you're paying. So if you're someone who buys crowns a lot anyway, then having ESO Plus might be an extra benefit for you because you get those crowns and you get deals in the store. So you're spending less crowns overall on items that you would be buying anyway. This is another really nice perk to ESO Plus and could make it worth it for you to purchase. Overall, my rule on this is if you're new, just try playing the game a little bit and see how it goes before you purchase ESO Plus. I actually played this game for an entire year before I really started getting into guilds or even thinking about ESO Plus, and I had plenty to do and plenty to learn. So I do promise you won't be missing out on too much if you just want to try the game for a little bit and see how it goes. If you're still on the fence about it, you can also wait until they offer another free trial for ESO Plus so that you can try it out before you actually commit and purchase the subscription. Now, you won't be able to get the companions or the crowns with the free trial, but you can use the craft bag, dye your costumes, etc., and get a feel for what it would be like. I highly recommend doing this and waiting for a free trial if you're still on the fence about purchasing. Which also brings me to my point. What if you just want ESO Plus for a little bit? Do your benefits go away after you discontinue it? And the answer is yes, they go away, but what you currently have will stay the way it is. So what does that mean? That means anything in your craft bag will stay there until you pull it out. So make sure you're saving those ingredients in your craft bag and only taking them out as you need them, or having it pulled directly from there, knowing that any new crafting materials that you pick up will go to your regular inventory instead. Same thing goes with costumes. If you dye them and then get rid of ESO Plus, they will stay the color that you dyed them, but you cannot change the colors unless you have ESO Plus active once again. Same goes for all of your transmute crystals, bank space, etc. You will lose the extra space, but until you take those items out, they will stay in the bank, the storage. You'll have your transmute crystals until you use them, etc. So you can really take advantage of these free trials and use them to your advantage. The same thing goes for purchasing ESO Plus for just a month. Maybe you just want a month of it to try it out. If you decide it's not worth it for you, you can deactivate it and still have some of these bonuses available until you use all your crafting materials or take them out, etc. So overall, do I think ESO Plus is worth it? Yes, it's definitely worth it for me. I really enjoy having those extra perks. But I think if it's something where you're on the fence or you're not sure if you want to spend the extra money, try playing the game without it. See if you can get by, and if you want to try it for a month or two, go for that first before you commit to a full 12 months. That's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope it helps you decide if the ESO Plus membership is for you. Keep your eyes out for more trials. They do this periodically throughout the year, so you can also try it out for free and see if that's something that you would enjoy. I want to give a shout out to my members. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate the extra support, as well as to anyone who has subscribed to my channel, like my video. I really appreciate it, and every little bit helps. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.